Twitch. Oh my god. Okay. I think I got it. It's saying I got it. At least on OBS. I hope so. I couldn't figure out how to get it working from like the YouTube, so I'm like, okay. God, my heart's racing because I'm like, it's not working. It's not working. It's like, it's probably showing like a black screen. I'll have to see if I can. Okay. After a lovely amount of technical difficulties. Oh, really? Why? Great. Bit right. Oh. Wow, that looks crap. Technical difficulties. Yay! My favorite thing. Slower. How do I fix this? I don't have a big enough screen for all of this. I don't know where to change it. See. No, if that will work. Is it happier? I don't know. Oh. God, I love technology. It's a hell of a lot easier on Twitch. Okay. Well, this is pretty much a first try on all of this. Try that. Try that. Keeps going, hey. Get messages. Of course, this is like the first time. There we go. I think it's working better. I think. I don't know. La la la. Don't know why it's yelling at me. That and the resolution looks like crap. Welcome to I'm Just a Mess Today. I woke up like an hour or so ago. See if that works. Who knows? Don't you dare fall asleep. There. Man, it's looking good for me. God, that looks like crap. said it's looking good, I don't know why. God, that sucks. I will be back. I will have to fix this. I think I got it working here. Let me just start with that. Sure that good. Some music in the background, cause gotta have some music. At least I do. I like to have music. Oh dear God. It's like heart rate, please go down. But I'm thinking I will just start with, the questions that have been asked. At least in the beginning. That'll be easier, I think. So, what is the spookiest thing I have ever seen? If it's real life, really nothing. In video games, I'd have to say any of the Resident Evil games. For some reason, I don't like spooky games. I'm weird. That or it was when I was younger, I went into the forest and found an abandoned house, broken glass. It was messed up. And there was a cellar. It had the door open. And I did not go down there. Because I was like, something's in there. I sense it. I am not going down there. And I had like some friends with me and they were like, hey, let's go in there. I was like, no, we're not. No, we're not. No, the fuck we're not. No. Summer or winter? Ooh, I love winter, but I also love summer. I think I like winter more, because mainly my birthday is in the winter. That, and for some reason, I'm a weird person who loves to shovel snow. Yeah. That and Christmas time. That one's always fun. But it sucks, because in the winter time is my birthday, Christmas, and then my dad's birthday and my brother's birthday. They're all in less than a month. So during that time, our whole family's pretty much broke. Because it's like we're getting presents for family, presents for us. So it's, country or city would you like to visit the most? I know I want to eventually visit my uncle in Arizona. I also want to visit California and see the redwood trees. I also want to go to Yellowstone. I forget what state that is in. I know where it is on the map, kinda, but the name of that state's not coming to me. I also want to go to Alaska because I love huskies and there's a ton of them there. I'm weird. That random scientist. Hi, Welcome. I think I got it by the fact that I have the live comment. Yay! Oh, thank you so much. For the longest time, I hated my voice, but I've had so many people say I like your voice. I'm like, okay, thanks. I don't get it, cause that's. But thank you for coming. Have been so nervous because I'm like, how do I do this? It's not easy because with OBS you can set everything up for like Twitch, and I couldn't figure out how to do it on YouTube until like after I was like, oh, manage. Oh, I'd have to put the thing up from OBS because I tried to do it from YouTube. I was hoping to be on earlier, but technical difficulties. I don't work with computers. My dad does, so he helps a little bit, at least with some of the understanding, but he doesn't understand the streaming stuff. But yeah, it happens. But I will get back to my questions after the questions that have already been sent, if you have any others, because I'm pretty open talking about most things. There are some things I will withhold because I have the right to remain somewhat private in my life. But I'm like, if you have any questions on like the channel or something, go ahead. Ask them, because usually I'll answer them unless I'm like, ooh, that's a little bit of a secret. Or I still don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, I'll get back. Let's see. For country, I would like to go back to Dublin, Ireland. I have been there before, along with London, England, and Paris, France. I like Dublin, Ireland a bit better, mainly because I went to a pub, and since it was like Girl Scouts thing, it was technically younger kids, even though I was of legal drinking age. I wasn't allowed to drink, and I really wanted to have a drink in the pub so bad, but it's like they had like a really good meal. There was like a lamb stew, a ton of potatoes. I was like, ooh. Plus, I never saw such a green as the grass they have there. I'm like, oh my god, it's so pretty. Plus, it was cool going sheep, because here where I live near cows and some pigs. So, I live in the countryside, so streaming's iffy sometimes, because internet connection can be iffy, I know that. You are the leader of your country. What are the first 3 laws you would change? Change or make? Oh dear god. I've never thought of something like that. Country? If I had my own country. Okay, I don't know, I think I'd be okay, because I did like economics and stuff, and one of the things my economics teacher was like, if we were legalized pretty much all drugs, but we set up a way through like the taxes of those drugs, a way if somebody wants to get clean they can, and like, yeah, there'll be a quick spike, but it's like economically for like the country it would help. So that's like something kind of like that, but I'm like, some drugs shouldn't. No. I think it's like weed is like one of them, because I'm like, it's truly just a plant. Like, I live near a place that's like very weedy, but my parents are like, don't you ever dare. And I'm like, okay, I won't. But tobacco's a plant, and everybody can smoke it. I'm like, as long as you're not killing anybody, it's like, I don't really care. I know in America, the abortion problem, I'd be like, no, you can have an abortion. I'd be fine with that. That would be one thing. And I'm basing this off of like my country of America. Definitely have like mandatory like ability for workers to have time off. Like right now there's none, and it's based off of the company you work for, I'm like, at least give them 2 weeks of vacation time or more, you know? So, because we work ourselves to death. You know? I am not telling you my social security number. To be honest, I can't even recite it. That's like one number I'm like, I forget it, which is good. I, the only time I try and memorize that number is if I'm getting a new license for my driving. Nice try, but no, I'm not telling you that. It's supposed to be a secure number for a reason. I'll do that. I might come back and forth. Thanks. Congrats. Let's see. Questions. Do you think you're going to make a wolf speaker and human listener series again where the listener is injured in the forest, like where they were involved in a plane crash and Appa in the pack saves the listener? I've thought of something like that, not exactly a plane crash. I was thinking more of like a car crash or something. Because there's a lot of places in America where it's like you'll drive in the forest or something. Like it would be like a nighttime thing, so I could have like nice crickets. But that would be probably after I finish the werewolf series, because I'm only trying to do like a few series at a time. Otherwise, it just gets too much. I can't. Let's see, will this channel be mostly about wolf roleplay? I would like it to be, mainly because I do like wolves, but at the same time, I'm fine with expanding to other genres. I know my, Doctor series has done really good. I do plan on having, the one-shots, because I have, a list of them, having, sorry, it's choking on my own spit. You viewers, being able to vote on which one you like most, and then I would create a series off of that. Now, with my series, I do literally write the text, 1 to read, and then 2 to add it to the series. So I'm like, if you can't exactly understand what I'm saying, you got the text, because I do have a lisp, and it sometimes shows up, and I've had it since I was young, but because I think that's like a new little way to kind of do the ASMR, because I like the idea of being able to read, because if you're hard of hearing, sometimes you don't hear everything, or the background sound. I know in some ASMR videos I listen to, it's like, what'd you say? And I have to go back, and I'm like, well, if I can go back, see the text, hear it, I'm like, it works a hell of a lot better. I like to do these, that way I know which ones I've done. That I'm very grateful. Congratulations. What's my favorite color? Blue. My favorite color is blue. I like blue. Specifically, kind of, if you look at my icon, it's the color of the muzzle, or my ears that you can kind of see. I like that kind of very bright blue. I'm okay with navy, I'm okay with baby blue, but I'm I want the holy cow, that is blue. That's my favorite blue. How did you come up with your channel name? Okay, I suck with names. I truly do. And I really couldn't think of a name. And I was okay, what do I like most in this world? Well, I love huskies, I love wolves, and I'm a girl. Yeah, I'm not the best at naming things. I've been that bad since I was a kid. Little side rant. My grandmother gave me a teddy bear. It's this little teddy bear, and it had a really red bow. And it's I remember her asking me what its name was, and I was you know what? It's called a red bow bear. And Rebel Bear still has Rebel Bear. It's not as bad as like the first stuffed animal I had, which was a basset hound, and my parents were like, oh, what do you want to name this stuffed animal? And I looked at its back and I was like, well, that looks like a turd, so I called it Dog Doo. I still have Dog Doo too. Like, don't ever ask me to like name something, because I'm like, I will do description names. So I'm like, the name for me is kind of a description name. It's very sad. I'm like, if I ever have kids, I will not be the one naming. See, what made you want to do ASMR? Oh, I loved, especially through like high school, listening to ASMR while I was studying. And I like the roleplay ones a bit better, especially like the werewolf ones. And I kind of like the vampire ones. I do hope to make a vampire one eventually. And, you know, I was like, I always enjoyed doing that. You know? Here, I'll look at the live chat real quick. Hello, everybody. See, interesting. They're thinking of banning cigarettes and tobacco in the UK for people born. I mean, with how bad it is for you, I get it. You know? But just like alcohol, it's used to relieve stress. And I know in America, there's no way we'll ever get rid of that until it's like there's a mandatory relaxation time for your workers. You know? Other than like Christmas, but one day is not enough. Or there's like a few other holidays. Even sometimes like bank holidays, you don't get the day off. You know? What started your interest in wolves? I thought they were cute. But I don't know. I remember seeing, because we were watching like, I forget, I think it was either Discover or History Channel, and they were doing like a wolf thing, and I went, those are wild puppies. I want to pet them, and I have loved them since. You know, it's because I had grown up with like my mom. She absolutely loves pandas. So it's like we always give her like panda gifts, and she's like really happy. And I'm like, I don't feel that with most animals. Like, I enjoy a lot of animals, but I like love dogs. And I remember I saw a husky one day walking around. I was like, I love that. And then I saw like the wolf documentary. I was like, oh, these are like huskies but wild. And I was like, oh, dogs came from these creatures. I love them even more. Yeah. I was just like a little weirdo, like that's what I do. That's what I love. Yeah. It's like my brother doesn't have a favorite animal, nor my dad. I'm like, why? My grandma loved frogs. Absolutely loved frogs. Big congrats. Nice to see an up and coming channel. Thank you. Wonder if you eventually do Q&A questions. What advice would you have for someone thinking of starting ASMR vids? Ooh. There's so many of them online. How do you look to get a following? I know with me, because when I started, it was very, very slow. And, you know, it's just something I found interesting, and I wanted to like try my own, because I have in like the back of my head like a ton of like different random stories and stuff. And I was like, what's an easy way I can get that out? Well, I could do these role-playing things. So I was like, I'll do one. And it was like the first few hundred, it was very slow. It took months, and it's very discouraging, but at the same time I was like, I know right now it's not good, but if I continue, and maybe if I try other things, because in the beginning all I did was the werewolf one, so I decided to expand. I'm like, okay, that helped a little bit. Maybe if I try this, or if I try this, and it's a lot of trial and error, figuring out what people like, you know, because not everybody likes the same things. And if you can keep doing things, and then you'll kind of create your own niche, where people can come back to and be like, okay, you're still kind of doing the same things I like. I know I've had a lot of ASMR people where I've really enjoyed listening to them. I really enjoyed like their voice, but I haven't liked the stories they recently come out because they're doing the same thing I'm doing, where they're trying different things, and I'm like, I get it, and it seems to be working. It's just not what I liked, and I'm like, I would like to be able to kind of do both in a way. I know with like the werewolf series, because I recently uploaded it, it's like some people really like it, and I'm like, yay, because it's like I like werewolf stuff, so that makes me happy. But I know a lot of people like other little things, you know, so I want to see if I can pull some people in and see if they like my other videos, because that's like the main thing of going and doing different things, you know. So it takes a while. It took me a little bit over a year, I think, because I started in like January of 2023, I think. I'd have to look, but I'm not doing that right now because I got this questions. Let's see. ASMR requires acting as well, especially your vids. Have you done other work before in acting? Actually, no. I mean, I did do a little bit of acting when I was like younger, and you know, as like a young kid, it sucks. Not good. But what as like a kid, I was one of the more like kids that was on like the sidelines and like resets, and I would observe people and I would figure out their emotions, and for some reason I would always like kind of act it out because I really didn't have like friends and stuff, because that's, yeah, you know, it happens. And I would put up like kind of these masks and stuff to kind of get along with people, and it's like I've eventually kind of figured myself out, you know, especially like after college and stuff. Like, if people don't like me, people don't like me. But I'm very good at seeing other people's emotions and kind of acting it out, which I guess is a good thing. Mainly with like the voices and stuff, you know, it's like, for all I know, I'll eventually want to create like a video where it's like I'll have to start crying, and I'm like, okay, that, like, when I was younger, I couldn't do that because I never really understood why people cried, but that was because I really hadn't gone through much tragedies or stuff, and now that I have, I'm like, okay, I can do it now. And I can almost cry on demand, I think, because all I have to do is think for about a minute or two, and then it's like, here's a tear. But, you know, acting is like a hard thing, because you do have to have a good amount of empathy, at least for me. I can listen to like somebody's story, and like I will feel pain, happiness, joy, whatever emotion they're having, and I can almost, you know, help them in explaining that emotion. For some reason, I've always been able to kind of do that. My mother's been able to do that, and I'm wondering if it's kind of hereditary, you know. Cliche to writer question. Where would you say you get your ideas, and what is your creative process? I know sometimes I'll listen to other ASMR channels and I'm like, I'd have it go a little differently, and that's where I get some of my ideas. My main thing is whenever I like work, because I can do my work currently in kind of like auto mode, I'll just kind of think of like the stories I've created currently, and like I'll think of 3 or 4 different scenarios, and then I'll be like, okay, which one would I like it to go, and then which way do I think like my viewers want to go, and can I incorporate both of them? So it's like, if I enjoy it, I know I can finish it and do it, but it's like, if the viewers like it, I'm like, I know they'll probably watch more, and it's finding like that little area. So I'm like, I have to sometimes think of so many different things before I actually like set it in stone. I know with my one shots, I just kind of go with some ideas that I'll think of at like work. Like, what if I did like an ASMR where it's like it's just like a happy couple, maybe this happens or that happens, I talk about this, and then literally just that prompt for like my one shots, I'll just have those on the side and I'll just go and do it, you know? That's how I do it. And I don't know how like other people do it, but that's what I do for my like one shots. And you know, it's very much having a creative mind. I know I'm very good at like telling stories and stuff usually, so pretty much that's all it is doing kind of a fantasy story, which is nice. I personally like doing that. I find it fun. See, did you previously have experience in video editing, or have you learned it for YouTube? I learned it for YouTube, actually. I had never edited anything. I forget what generation I am. I think it's Gen Z. And they're supposed to be like techie, all this. I am like a Gen Z millennial. I'm like, I get some techie stuff, but I don't like it all. Like, I remember in high school, everybody was like, we got Snapchat and doing all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I never downloaded Snapchat. I had Facebook so I could keep updates on my family. And I would watch, like, YouTube, and that's it. Like, I didn't do online stuff. I never really watched Twitch until I started doing it, to be honest. And even then, I still don't really watch Twitch. You know, it's like I just recently, literally like a month ago, started actually watching like TikTok and stuff. Like, I'm very slow to this stuff. Because for me, I'm like, you know, it doesn't always add to your life. Sometimes it just, meh. It's hard to explain. I've never really liked being up to date with the newest, coolest thing. All my old high school classmates could be here, they'd be like, yeah, she barely even texted. I'm like, yeah, why text you when I can go over to you in the next class and talk? Hell, I'd write people letters. Like, but I think that was because, unlike a lot of my classmates, my parents were like 20 years older than my parents' classmates' parents. Because they had me late in life. So, it's like, my dad was around when the first computers came around, and he was one of the first programmers for the computers, so it's like, and even before that, it's like, he's even older than that, because he was in college age when that happened. He was like leaving college age, so he's up there, so is my mother. She's older than my dad. I don't remember their age, because they don't exactly like talking about it. So I forget it. Speaking of birthdays, tomorrow's my mother's, so I don't know what age she is, and I'm not gonna ask her. I just know she's in her 60s. Yeah. Finally, any previews of what you're planning going forward? Ew. Do I want to spoil the future? I'll just say the werewolf one, I do plan on having it a little bit longer. Like a good few videos. I won't say exactly how many, because even I'm not exactly sure. My yandere one, I plan on having a little fewer videos for that, because I'm thinking I have a good idea on how to end it. But that will take some time, because I just introduced the mother, and I do want something to happen with her, and then I do want something after she leaves to happen, and I don't know if I want to have another video after that. It matters on if I can squish everything I wish to down to about 20 or so minute videos. Because I do have a feeling they might be long if I don't. If it's gonna be longer than like 20 or so minutes, I'll probably do another episode. But that means waiting longer. Let's see, for the pup one, that one, about the same amount of videos, I think, as the Yandere. You know, I have enjoyed that one. It's just, that one, it might be one where I'll come back to, like, definitely later. Like, where the pup's grown up a bit more or something. I'm still thinking for that one. I do know I also want to do a few more one-shots. Like, I have a list of ideas on on a page of like, okay, here's ideas. So I got a few more I want to try there. I'm trying to put like one-shots in between my main series to give time. Congrats again. It takes a lot to put effort out there creatively, so you should. Oh, thank you. To be honest, never thought I'd reach 1,000 as soon as I have. It's very surprising. I'll go back to looking at the live. Greetings. Oh, I am doing pretty good. I had a little technical difficulties, and I think I've finally kind of got it. I hope. Please to God. It seems to be working because people are able to chat and interact a little bit. Thank God. But yeah, I am grateful for everybody that came and anybody who ends up like watching a little later. Because I do hope this goes online. I do have like some of this recorded. I forgot to record like the first like 2 or 3 minutes of this. Again, not the most technically savvy. You know, just figuring it out. Congrats on making it to 1K. Question about the Yandere series. Hand me my reports. Oh, I just kind of talked about that. a few more. I'm thinking about 2 or 3. You know, 2 or 3-ish. And if I think of something else, maybe more. I do hope to end at least one of my like little series. I need to work on my my witch one a little bit, because I like the idea of that story, but I haven't thought of what to do next. Let's see, are you proud of making them? Actually, surprisingly, yes. There's a few of them I wasn't really proud of, especially in like the beginning, the first few. They weren't that like nice and stuff, but yeah, what you gonna do? It just happens. Why is the music not going? Yes, I continue to listen to the free music. I don't know why YouTube does that. Congrats. Do you think Blaze and the new Whelp will return? Yes, they have. I do plan on having a few more episodes there. Let's see, one in that. I'm thinking 3 or 4 more episodes, maybe 5. So I plan on having it here for a little bit. Let's see, got questions. The end of the Wolf Ghost series is gonna be more parts to it, because you said at the end of the audio you smell something sweet. Is something going to happen to her? Is the listener coming back for them? Or with somebody watching from the shadows the entire time intending to get you two separated? Ooh, I do like this comment. I do plan on having the listener come back, but I plan on something kind of happening during the trip back home. I will not specify, but the I smell something sweet is actually something good. At least I think it is. I'm very excited about that. You know, I know it's gonna happen. I know the secrets. I'm not gonna tell you them all. Little hints, little hints. During the same. I do believe so, dude. I love the series. If she gets in trouble in part 8, I'm going to be a bit furious. Oh my god. I don't know. Something might happen, but it might not be bad. Hint, hint. But there also might be some bad things that do happen, because we all like a little challenge. At least for me. Love the series. Yeah, these are all. Can you open up to voicing my script? I can tell you more. Oh, I do have. I did have an email. I have to remember to send that to this person, because I do like the idea of other people doing scripts. Because sometimes I don't have all the ideas, you know? But I do have an email. I'll have to remember what it is, because I have the memory of a goldfish. But I do like the idea of letting you guys, if you do scripts and stuff, able to like send them, and I can look over them and decide whether I want to do them or stuff, because there's like certain ones I know on YouTube that you cannot do, like the yandere ones. I know YouTube really doesn't like them, especially by the fact it's like now that it's like I can monetize like my views and stuff, which will help, because I do hope to upgrade, but that does require money. Everything requires money, you know. It's like I done a recent like update, because I had a video camera, because I do Twitch streams with this little character. You see, hi. I think it's more personal if you can see somebody kind of talking, looking, doing little things. Because I prefer not showing my face. I like being a secret, because I do not think I look attractive. After being told years in school. Yay. But, where was I? I did recently get a new camera, because it's like my old camera works, so I got like a streaming camera that works a little better. It's like, it has like a little remote for it. You know, it's cute. And, not only that, it's like certain like streaming things to do some really cool stuff. It's like you gotta pay money, and I'm like, I don't have that much. You know, I've paid a lot for like video games and stuff, because I do like my video games. That's what I mainly do on Twitch, is I play video games. I've been recently playing like Fallout, but I do want to do better. Like right now, the video programming I have, or video editing I mean, is kind of limited, and I do hope to upgrade it to like a better software. But all those, because right now I'm using kind of like a one-time payment thing, and those are always like, okay, when you buy it, here's what you're getting, and you really can't update it. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that, at least, because I want to edit these videos, because I had wrote a lot, like I think the first 2 or 3 episodes of the werewolf one and the yandere one, I started like the first episode when I first started doing videos on YouTube. I had already like written them. I was like, you know what, I have enough now, I can do this. And then a lot of shit happened and all that like extra work that I had done, it's like I had been able to take out like the videos and stuff, and like send them out. And then I was like, I need like 3 weeks break to write. And, you know, instead of, you know, having these big breaks in between like scripts, because it does take me sometimes a few weeks, I've been doing these one shots. And that's why, if you guys have like little scripts that I can do, it's like, please, because sometimes I can't think of things because my brain don't work, or because I've tried recording a few of them that I've thought about, but if I'm not feeling that kind of emotion today, I sound like crap. So, it's not good. Yeah. can't exactly show it on screen. I wish I could. If I knew how, I would. But I am not technically smart. That is very interesting music in the background. Just found your channel today, but I love listening to your yap. It's so calm. You should hear me when I'm video gaming, unless, well, to be honest, right now I'm playing like Fallout, but when a ghoul shows up, I scream in panic, but I'll do little yappers like this, too. I do enjoy talking with people, yeah. But, let's see, I did plan on, when did I start? But I did want this to be like an hour or so, so luckily, I had prepared something. If this all works, we will see. I am not the most technically savvy. Let's see, I think it's little drawing, because I can kind of draw a little bit if anybody ends up coming and asking questions and stuff. Yeah. I can see it. I'll have to figure out how the hell to get the like YouTube chat on like the screen, because I got all of this above me and nothing for it. I did also draw this. Isn't it pretty? I like it. I just had like little fun, you know. I have no idea what the flowing hearts do. I've never asked. Oh, that may be like people just sending hearts. Is that it? Oh, that's cute. Oh, you're making me blush. Although I haven't really streamed on YouTube, I mainly have done Twitch. Just because it's a little bit easier from OBS. At least I have found that. But this is nice. Yeah, I'm doing this. You know? The orb wolf. I am trying to make like a chibi wolf, so I just kind of did a little outline. It's just how I'm doing this. Here, let me move this. So I will be looking down and up and down and up. Because I got my little like iPad here. Gonna be drawing. At least a little bit. You know, give people time if they show up and just want to ask questions. They always can. Yeah. Always have fun with that. The thing is, I've also never really drawn anything chibi, let alone a wolf chibi. Usually I do more like realistic. I think I can, because it's like I have this here where it's like a little character for my D&D that I've been working on. Yeah, I'm still working on her. But I have at least like the face and stuff. She's a kitsune who eventually turns into a wolf. Because me and my dungeon master is like, I know you love wolves. I'll give you a wolf. I'm like, thank you. Yeah, he's a great dungeon master. I've very much enjoyed playing with him. You know, just having fun, doing little things, being a little idiot. Yeah, having fun. Your little chubby cheeks. Yeah. But I haven't really done too many drawing streams. I've done like a few on Twitch, but that was ages ago. I didn't have like the iPad at the time. Might try again. Let me make it a bit more chubby. If it's not perfect, it's fine. I don't have to be perfect. Gotta remind myself I don't have to be perfect. Ugh. You ever get those moments where it's like, it's not perfect? I'm like, it doesn't have to be. I might fringe up like the cheeks so it's a little fuzzy, I think. That might be cute. Yeah. Enjoy the music, have fun. I do a little better this way. Doesn't have to be perfect. Calm yourself. I do want to do like little ear tips. I know I'm probably like looking like an idiot looking down. Yeah, but I have concentrate. Don't mind me, I'm not the best streamer out there, but hey, I'm trying. Yeah, it happens. Little fuzzy ears. Why? I like cute fuzzy things. I think it's funny how it's like, I love all these like cute little things, but if you actually see me in real life, I am the biggest tomboy. Cutie. Little chubby cheeks, so cute. Cutie little chubby cheeks. A little different. I like the first one better. Try again. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just the center thing was a little too long for me. But let's see. Do even higher than that. Nope. I forgot to do this. I think I'll do here. I hate that little line thing. Oh, it's already looking so cute. He's adorable. The hardest thing will be, I think, is making sure I get the eyes nicely done. And like the mouth. Because I do... I don't know, if you look at like my little icon, my wolf has like a flaming muzzle that's blue, along with the ears. This is like a design I made in, oh my god, like middle school, ages ago, over 10 years ago. And like I had thought of like another little design, like ages ago. Say hello to I feel old. Nope, not feeling that. A little further down. Different angle. Try again. Welcome to the Artist's Dilemma. Sometimes you go, nope, 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 nope. Like 7 or 8 times. Like, no, why won't you work? As long as it's... I don't like that. Needs to be a little closer, I guess. The other one needs to be a little... Nope. Very much the artist's dilemma. Nope. That's gonna annoy me. That's gonna annoy me. to be perfect. Or at least close. It's not that far out. Not that close in. The struggle is real. How did I do that so nicely the first time, and now I can't seem to get it? For the love of God, please. It's good enough. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not, I'm talking to myself. It's not gonna be perfect. Yeah, it happens. It's not gonna. Let's see, something very cutesy. Yes, that's cute. I gotta do cute. Now the fun of trying to copy it on the other side. Oh dear God, this is not gonna be fun. Or at least close. Please. Love of God. I don't know. That's not bad. Get the cutie patootie. It's cute. I'm hoping, because eventually I know in like Twitch you can add your own little things. Maybe this guy going on it. As long as he's cute. That's the goal, you know? But if you guys have any other questions for me, all I'm doing is drawing now. I've been pushing this off, to be honest. So, back to drawing. See if you enjoy. Question is, where do I want the nose? And I need the nose to look boopable. That is the question. How do I want to do it? So I know I can do little layers and stuff. Cause I can also hide that guy. So we got that. Oh, that's so cute. Looks so much better without the lines. But I need the lines. I need them. See a little heart. I got like on like the side of the OBS, it's just like the chat thing, so that's how I'm watching, and I can see just little hearts just fly up. Yeah, and a few hearts, some more hearts. Having fun with the hearts. I have no idea if they're there to be like, good job, you're doing good. You know? Encouragement. I don't know. I always feel like a fool whenever I do stuff. Wing it till you make it, I guess. It's my motto. See the laugh? There's laughing! Ooh! I thought it was only hearts. Oh, there's hearts. We'll celebrate. Scared face. 100%. Okay. So those are the little ones that you can kind of do. Okay. I see. I'm slowly figuring this out. You got it. I just be bumbling my way through life. I've gotten here somehow. And I don't know how. Magically, I've gotten here. I'm somehow alive. I've done some stupid stuff that I probably should have died doing, but I didn't. Climbing a 60-foot tree and then falling most of the way did not help. Also, almost getting hit by a car. That was not fun. Talk about a panic attack. I've done some stupid stuff as a kid. Surprisingly, I don't think I've broken a bone. I might have, but I never noticed, because I have a very high pain tolerance, to the point where my dad is surprised. I'm just like his brother. It's like, how did you get the high pain tolerance and I didn't? You and my brother got it. What the fuck? Because I'll show up and he's like, you got a cut in your arm. And I'm like, I guess I do. I don't know where I got it. But it's bleeding. It's... My family's full of weirdos. You grow up with it. You know. Cute button nose. Cute button nose. Let's see. No! That was bad. I just want a nice curve. Maybe a little wider. Because I can do this. Lighten it. That a little. Ooh. Why are you Oh, I know what I did. I forgot to change. That made me being an idiot. Nope, that's not the pencil. I do this all the time. I'm still... I don't like that. I want a nice curve. Perfect! Just gotta make it cute. That's my only goal in life now. Zoom in. You wanna stare at the nose really close? Like that. I do plan on filling this in, so I don't mind messing up a little bit. Nope, I hate that. That one looks better than this one. Fuck. Nope. Not bad. Itty bitty nose! And then just fill that in. I might work on making it a little shorter, making the lines a little nicer. This is the fun part, where you start criticizing your work. A little wider. There we go, that's not looking too bad. But I don't know how long I'll do this if I don't have like anybody else like coming asking questions. I understand there's like not a lot of questions you can ask. Then I just want to give people a chance to like come and join, and if they do have questions, they can. I might do another one of these, like a little live stream or something. There's a chance. I don't know if I may try doing like some gaming, like a gaming stream or something, just like one time. Play any instruments. I used to play viola in middle school. I still kind of remember stuff. Like, if I hold a pencil, I can still get the correct hand position to use the bow. I can still do it, and I can remember, like, the arm motions and some of, like, where the notes are with my left hand. I'm like, I still kind of remember it because it was ingrained. Especially at a young age, that's a good time to do it. But I stopped doing that because I actually went into choir, and I was only allowed either choir or orchestra. And I was like, I liked choir more because we had a choir thing after school, while orchestra and band could actually go and do concerts. The choir would just kind of do stuff after school because it didn't have a designated choir class. So we would come before school or after school and we'd sing and stuff. And I did that ages ago and I enjoyed it. And then I remember from intermediate school heading into middle school, I forget what grade that is. I don't think I was a teen at that time. To do the middle school and into like the high school one, to enter the choir you have to audition. And they were like, okay, you're gonna sing the national anthem, and then because it does have like notes in high, low, little area, and they're like, if you can read the music, sing it. Luckily everybody knows it, so they might not know all the words. And I was only like, there was a bunch of kids that came, and there was only like 2 of us that could hit like the highest note very easily. To be honest, I ended up doing it like an octave higher than I should have, I think. And she was like, damn, you hit high, you're gonna be a soprano, fuck. I was like, yeah, thank you. Because I always had a high-pitched voice. I still do. I am trying to talk lower, mainly because my voice was so high-pitched that some people thought I had like helium, and I was like, no, I don't have like a balloon of helium, because my voice, it can still get high. I did end up, because there is like a bone in your throat, I ended up accidentally breaking it once, and ever since then my voice is just a little bit lower. And I'm like, nice. Thing is, I have more trouble with phlegm than I have ever had. I still have trouble. I'm like, there's something in my throat that's not supposed to be there. But, you know, life happens, accidents happen, shit happens, but I can still sing some like higher notes, because in high school, later ages, they started separating, you know, you'd have soprano 1s and 2s, altos 1s and 2s, tenor and basses, and then there's like lower, like deep basses where you're like, oh my god, where'd your throat go? It's like it's gone. It's like you're so low down there. I was a soprano 1, which is the highest vocal cord like range usually for women. So I did that. Not only that, I remember I've done like 2 solos. That was fun. I did a Phantom of the Opera solo, the Think of Me song. The beginning of that, I enjoyed that. It was so much fun. And then there was another solo. I forget the song, but I remember doing the first solo. My mom was like, we were crying. It was so good. You could hit the notes. And I'm like, yeah, I could sing every note in Think of Me from Phantom of the Opera. And if you have ever listened to it, oh my god, it gets high. Currently now, I can probably hit 3 or 4 notes below that, but I can still hit pretty high compared to most people. I haven't done my practices. I know if I practice again, I could probably get back to hitting it, but the thing is now, too, I've also been practicing on, like, singing lower, so I can sing, like, alto and almost tenor. I've been working on that, you know? Just having fun. Gotta have fun, somehow, some way, you know? Yeah. But I do remember, back then, all that time, it was fun. Many good stories, many good little things, you know? Because I used to audition for, like, every female solo just because I had, like, stage fright and I wanted to get over it. And I was like, like, I'm never gonna get it. I'm like too shaky. I'm too scared. And then the Think of Me solo came, and I was like one of the only few people who could hit it. And since the other girl like got 2 or 3 solos and stuff, who could also hit it, but nobody else really could, she was like, okay, it's you. And I'm like, oh, me? Huh? Like, I remember I was sitting there talking with my friends. There's like 8 of us that went and did the solo. I did it like the 3rd person. The rest of the people went. She's like, okay, I've decided. And I'm like chatting with my friends, not really listening. The person who's gonna get the solo is you. And I'm like, huh? I literally looked at her and went, huh? And she's like, you're singing that solo? I'm like, uh-oh. I never thought it would happen. And then I started practicing and doing it, and I was like, actually, I can do this. I just had no confidence that I'd ever do it. That's my thing. I have no idea how to do chibi eyes. I've never actually really tried. At least not since high school. I feel like I need a reference, but fuck it. So wing it. Maybe I should start with like the pupils or something. Something easy. You know? Because what I can do is... Do I want really big ones? I think that's a good size. Do that real quick. Close. This is the funnest thing. Okay, selection. Do this. And I don't want it too close. I don't want it too far. That feels a little too low. See. This could be the hardest thing because I might have messed up like my lines or something. I think that looks good. That or the eyes are just a little too small. I see it now. It's a little bit off. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit off. Yeah, my lines were a little off. I got pretty much like the middle done correctly. That's about it. I think. I hope so. Maybe. Why does that look wrong now? Because this thing's tilted? No, that's even more off. Also might have it a little higher, like here. Deselect. How is that the center of that? That is not the center. I might try this. It'll be the first time I've done this. See, just a wee bit off. Fun. I hate that the ruler goes bye-bye. See. Nope, that's gonna annoy me again. Very tiny bit higher. There we go. And then what I can do is get rid of that. Do that. Yeah. Maybe the nose might be off. Nope, not that. I want this. Trying to do this with hands. So much fun. Okay. Can you not do that? I don't like the jumping. Okay, so that I might be just a little bit to the right. Doesn't have to be perfect. Husky, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? I'm talking to myself and looking at myself. I can literally see like my little character. I love love that the hair wobbles. I don't have bangs like that anymore. I have slightly longer. I might have to change it if not. I also like, it's got ponytail. My hair is just about 3 inches longer than that. Yeah, my hair has grown since I've done this. Started this. I wish I had silver hair, that would have been cool. I just got brown. And I can't really do anything with dyeing it. Yeah, I've tried slightly dyeing it red with non-permanent, and then it was supposed to go away and I'll have like a lighter brown look. That was supposed to happen. The red stuck. And I had to wait to get it cut out. Yay! Which was the best day of my life. Not really. But, okay. Let's see. Did I move it up by accident? Why do I feel like... Why does it also look smaller? I don't know why. This annoys me. It did move up. Music, how dare you? How dare you? Why does it do this? I need to see if I can stop that from happening. Because I like music in the background. Because just seeing drawing with like no music, I'm like, that would be annoying. You better play. There we go. Me and technology. Never been friends. And just a little bit above. Sorry. Have to move it microns. Okay, that's good enough. It'll be a little wonky. I don't mind the wonky boy. And then merge down. Hey, you're looking better. Look at the cutie. Now the question. Do I want to make the muzzle look darker in the painted area? Or... questions. I might be able to just do this real quick. Here, let me... Wrong button. God, that looked bad. I have no idea how artists get it so well almost the first time. It's not perfect, but hey, neither am I. I have a wonky smile too. Oh shit, I did that. Told myself. Luckily, I think I can do this. Keep forgetting I can do this. Paste. Come on. There we go. I'll just erase this guy. That's all erased. And make sure that's not too big, because I have done that before. Because I am an idiot. maybe need to see if I can put little text here above my thing. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. That would have been smart. If I do another Q&A, I might do another one at like 2,000 or so. Just 'cause. With my ASMR, I plan on having more interactions with you guys. That's the plan. You know, give you a chance to feel like your voice has been heard. Because I understand some people don't get that. And I'm like, I like listening to people. And sometimes I do rant and rave and just here. You know? I can just see, like, out of the corner of my eyes, the little hearts going up, and I'm like, hello? It's funny. Do I just want them cute eyes? I might just do that. So, nope, not what I meant. Nope. And I am not erasing. Let's see, what color? I need it to kind of match the color of my person. Because I'll have the darker versions and with some lighter highlights. That's the plan. Sometimes things I can do bigger than that. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do this. Just... Oop. Now wait a minute. I need to also put this down here. Nope. Do that. You need to be on the top. That's important. The second is like, can't see shit. Oh, say hello to I'm a blumbering mess of a human. That's great. Just do this. Do that. Because I can do kind of details later. Very nice music. It does say it's 3D music to use, at least on YouTube. Because what is it? It's by Own 3D. I better not be copyrighted for this, I swear to God. It's not. I'm just going in the order of, like, the videos. Of, like, the lo-fi copyright free lo-fi music kind of thing from Own 3D. It's supposed to be free, but I also like the idea of talking over it, so I don't. So I have to start talking about stupid stuff, and this is where it's like, I could let something slip, and I'm like, I have to be careful, I have to be self-conscious. Because I do like, everybody likes their own little secrecy. It's like, if I did, like, not care about my secrecy, I'm like, I would try to be like a pop star or something. Like, they get almost no secrecy, and I'm like, I feel sorry for you, but I like secrecy. And that's why I'm also fine with people having it. I'm like, if you don't want to tell me anything, you don't have to tell me anything. Don't feel bad. I won't be angry. I know some people would be. I'm like, why are you angry with them? They just didn't want to tell you. You know? It's their right. Try to save myself as much. This is the fun bit, starting to fill out the areas. Luckily I made the shape pretty simple with not much extra detail. And I love that tool. I love that tool. The little bucket. Probably look like an idiot looking down like, hello. focusing. Art takes focus. Just the one thing. Because I've done a hell of a lot of different arts and stuff. Like there might be a thing where it's like off screen. I do this with almost everything. I refine stuff. Like, it's close enough. I can deal with it later. Because trying to do a whole, like, art project of any kind all at once without taking breaks, I just can't do, because I'll end up hating it. Because that's just how I am. But commend those that can continue one art project days upon days. I'm like, dear God, can you give me your focus? Because I have none. I also want to fix this. Here's the fun part. Do this. Oh, look how pretty that looks. I'm a very detailed person. It's my biggest flaw. At least in my book. Here we go. Look at that cutie patootie. Now, here's the fun thing. I can. Let's see. Because mine's like the bluest blue you can blue. No. I love bright as hell blue, and I don't know why. And I'll do a little bit of this. And since I require more detail. Ugh, itchy face. I hate that. I have like one hair that keeps touching my face, and I'd have to like remove the headphones and stuff. Probably continue this a little bit longer just in case anybody else wants to come on and ask questions. Yeah. I know I gave like a small window frame, but if like anybody else sees this afterwards and have more questions, I might do another Q&A later. I just have to find a day, because I don't usually know when I'm going to be free. I am a busy woman. There's always stuff to do around work and stuff. I've always loved drawing flames. I'm also very particular about them. I just need these to overlap because it will be filled in. Thank God it makes it so much easier. I just need to do the outline, make sure everything touches, and then I can just fill it in. Shit. Dropped the pen. I'll just be being an idiot. It happens. I always love doing the little squiggly lines and stuff. Oh, I very much love fire. That's also not pretty to see. I just noticed that. My hand's covering that. I got like my little glove on, so it also adds thickness. I have the smallest hands. I'm the average height for women, but I have like one of the smallest hands and feet a woman can have. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? I have the small glove, and it's not small enough, and they don't have extra small of like the drawing glove. I still got some room. I got like an extra, like, my ring finger, it's like an extra like 2 centimeters, but my pinky finger, it's a ½ inch of extra cloth. I'm like, if I had nails, that would work, but I don't, because that's me. Some big flames. I don't like that. Weird thing about flames, you can kind of go haphazardly in any direction, as long as it looks nice. I don't know. I've always liked fire. I've always liked the color blue. I added it to almost everything. Like, I got it on like my little t-shirt here, ears, you know. Yep, gotta make sure that touches. This is where it's gonna get hard. Actually, I got a better idea. Just let it run off. Oh, I'm doing it on my... Fuck. I forgot to change. I'm an idiot. This is why I don't like changing things from one side to another. I always do this because I'm an idiot. And paste. Merge down. Come on. Thank you. Hopefully I didn't add the gray to that thing. Just do that for a second. Okay, I did that correctly at least. Thank God. I'll quickly erase this. Is it erasing? I can't tell. There. Not that big. Maybe that big. Oh. I switched places. You work on my mistakes. I do them every day. Okay, stay here. Take that back down. And I'll just have it run off the chin. I just gotta make sure I do something like this. That's an interesting, weird sounding song. It's very weird. I'll do some simple flames. That'll work. The thing is, the flames change every time. Like, I don't have a set thing. Hello. I don't know whether it's John, thank God. I've had it where it's taken over the whole thing. Welcome to the stream. I'm like, if you're here to ask questions, feel free. I've just been drawing because most of the questions, I guess, have been answered. Thank you. I'm still surprised because every time I go to like the YouTube studios, which is where you can like check, and I still see that there's like 1,000 people on there. I'm like, oh my god. And I just like, it happened overnight one day because I was like, I had maybe, I'd seen it suddenly jump from like 700 to suddenly like 900, and then like overnight it was like 1,000. I was like, what the hell? When did this happen? I was sleeping. Because I was thinking at the time what to do as like a little celebration. I was like, well, I could try to do a live, and then it was like the next night I hit 1,000. I was like, I gotta think of something. I mean, I'll try to do a live. Thank you for the celebration of emojis. So I took trial and error a little bit, but I kind of got it working. I went through all the questions people already had. I know people might not be able to come during the little time frame I gave because it's plan on doing like an hour at first, and then I was like, well, I'll try like 2 hours with some drawing. If nobody really comes, at least there'll be some entertainment. Little. Yeah. But if you do have any little questions, feel free to ask. I do try to look up a little bit between drawings, but I'm making little Wolfie. He's so cute. Main thing is, how do I do the ears? I'm just looking at my little character here. I'm like, how the ears? Yeah. It's a helpful little thing. Yeah. But it has been really cool that I've reached 1,000, because then after reaching that, I can actually start monetizing. So then eventually I will be able to get like the money from the videos I have already made, and with that I can use it to improve stuff. Yeah, and have fun, because that's how it goes. At least in my book, I'm like, if you're making money at something, it's like you gotta at least spend some of that money or most of it into that project. I do hope to get eventually a better like editing software, because right now I'm very limited at what I can do. I think I've done decently well. I hope I've done decently well. There's 1,000 of you at least, so I hope to God I do well. I don't. The like next really big thing for like some people, it's mainly just like the audio, and I'm like, I had a good mic from when like COVID happened, so I've been using that. But I've like recently tried, because I got like a little 3D thing, and I did try it for like a few of them. It's not the best, at least in my book, mainly because it is so sensitive. It doesn't really work with the roleplay thing, but it's good for like accent sounds, you know, where it can sound actually like I'm actually giving you a hug, and I can work on that. Like, I could do better like my own sounds, because I currently use like a lot of free sounds. I have like done some recordings of like the outside sounds, so a lot of the more recent videos, the outside sounds that you hear are actually what's happened in like my backyard. I got a lot of birds and like a big forest. I do have like a big road that everybody's flying down at like almost 60, because I live in the countryside. So you do hear cars, and it aggravates me, but I'm like, it's not bad. Yeah, you gotta take what you can get, yeah. Just have fun with it. That is the main thing. Since I can't... Well, actually... art school, so I am figuring stuff out. Would have probably liked art school if I ever did that, but I preferred math. I am a math person. I've always kind of been. I get that from my mother. Yeah. It's like I actually like it when tax season comes around because I can do math. Any games you're looking forward to this year? Currently, I haven't really looked at most games, to be honest. I know, I think Elder Scrolls 6, I think it is, has been wanting to come out eventually, and I'm like, I've been waiting years, so that's one. Me and my friend does a little Final Fantasy play. What was it, Final Fantasy 14, Dawn Trail's coming out, and I just started playing in like January, and I've been going through the whole story. And he's actually surprised how fast I'm going. I'm like, I will be ready to help you, because you asked me for help. I am one of those people where it's like, you ask me for help, I will show the fuck up. I am weird about that. I'm like, I don't get why people don't do that. I'm like, friend, little obligation here. Some things you can say no, but at least try to be there for at least 50% or more of things. I've had friends that were like, they'll help me 10% of the time. I'm like, okay, guess we're not friends, just acquaintances. That's acquaintances percentage. Again, I am a math person. I put everything in math terms when I can. Okay, I do hate that ear thing. Get a little nicer. It's supposed to be finer hairs, I think. Yeah, that's a little bad. Nope, not that much. But, I don't know if there's also like a Fallout one. I know Helldivers came out recently. I just haven't played it yet. I want to try and play it eventually. I've been playing mainly games that I already own. That might be something I can quickly check. Be like, what games are going to be coming out? Wake up, turn on the TV. Why turn on the TV? I didn't have TV. I don't really watch TV, to be honest. Let's see. Games coming. I've been so busy playing other games. Oh, another Goo? World of Goo? Oh dear god. Interesting. It's like I've been so not really watching like what games are coming out. Yeah, because that one came out oh, High Five Rush is finally going to the PS5. I've already played that one. Because I've like heard some, but not many games. See if these also. Oh, they're adding more to Elden Ring. I haven't played that. I played a little bit and kept dying, and I was like, well, bye. I'm not good. I'm not good. Because I like easy games. I am a very chill person. The plane hit. What? The fuck? I hope not. What the fuck? I hope not. Where the hell can this better be a joke. I'm still gonna check. I'm like, how phone? I'm like, I already have anxiety, dude. Don't add to my stress. I will die. Oh god. I don't know why people like messing with me. I'm like, well, people wonder why I have anxiety. This! I'm still gonna... Knowing the biggest thing is something stupid happened. Yeah, I'll just check. Ever seen the video Wake Up Lyle? Lyle? I think it would be called Kyle. Oh, but we are sending artillery to Ukraine again. Okay, that's the news. Your daily bit of news. I don't really... It's okay. I understand some people, that's the thing they like to do is mess with people. I get it. It's just make sure I do not panic for more than like a minute or two. Because that's not bad because it builds. I'm like, just put JK. I'm like, okay, thanks. Tiny heart attack. Because I'm very good at that. Supposed to be nice and casual, ask question stream, talk about stress. I don't know, it's like on my Twitch stream, I have so many people, it's like they like messing with me, scaring me. It's like, okay, to be honest, that is like the best time to do it, because as you game, you're especially since I'm doing like Fallout 4 currently, just a good bit, I might switch up some of the games, because I do play every once in a while Lethal Company, but I do have Fallout 76 I want to play with my friend, along with other games. Her little anxiety, yeah, I got a little anxiety demon that just like crushes like my heart for some reason. And just like, whoop! Something wasn't closed! I've done that so many times. I'll do this. Just, oh, I think I know where. It was that. I think. And here. It looks like it's connected, but it's not. Let me get rid of that stupid thing. I'm very much an easy person to mess with. I don't know why people like to do it. It's like a Belial. Why does that sound familiar? It might have been something we talked about years ago in school. I feel old. Anybody in that boat? Because I definitely am. Very interesting music. Oh, that will be fixed later. What? Losing the connection? Don't you dare. I end up having taking anything for anxiety. No. Because mine's not counted as severe enough. Same thing with my depression. It's not counted as severe enough. It's like it used to be really bad. Luckily, it's not so bad now. It sometimes pops its ugly head, but hey, just once in a while. Instead of every fucking day. Oh my god. Hated that time of my life. But hey, what you gonna do? You gotta go to a doctor to talk to them. I mean, to go to the doctor and talk to them about getting anxiety medication gives me anxiety. Having to call them to set up an appointment? Oh, no. I'd rather jump off a bridge. That's the kind of person I am. To be honest, it'd be so much nicer if I could just like text my doctor like, hey, dude, I got anxiety. There's no way I'm coming in for any anxiety test. I can't. And I get it. But I'm like, can we set the appointment through text? Sometimes I can pull through it. And I've done that most of my life. Especially with my parents where they're like, they don't really believe it. I'm like, I wish I couldn't believe it either. But my heart says, you fucking got it. Good luck. Because I remember my dad, when I had a doctor, was like, you got general social anxiety. And I'm like, oh, cool. I already kind of knew that. And my dad was like, well, I get anxiety too. When I have to talk in front of a meeting, in front of a bunch of people at work, I feel the anxiety. You'll get over it. I have yet to get over it. Yeah, the meds. Oh, God. And the thing is, since it's been years since I've been tested, there's a high chance they'd want me to go through the testing shit again. And I'm like, I don't want to. Can I just skip a phase? But I understand it at the same time. I'm not that much of a monster. I hate you. Smother. Just want to make this look a lot nicer. The stress of being slightly perfectionist. Hate it. Okay, back to this. Back we go. Don't think it was that big. Thank God you saved the colors. But, So I've been having to deal with it for years now. Yippee. That and, especially when I was younger, my mom thought I had dyslexia, same with like my teacher, but my dad and the male principal didn't think I have it, so they didn't want to have me like tested for it and or get accommodations for it. Until I started having trouble in like college. And then I got tested and they're like, yeah, you got dyslexia. You know, a decent amount if you want like an extra hour to do like tests and stuff or have somebody read the test to you, you can. And I'm like, really? I have had to wait years for that diagnosis. And I'm like, oh, great. I mean, they could easily tell I had a slight speech problem. I mean, my S's are really hard. And not only that, it's like thinking of words. Because in my family, when I would talk to, I'd mix up words or I'd switch the first letter of certain words randomly. And they're just like, you got your own like weird little language, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. But, I mean, I understand it. And I'm surprised it really hasn't happened too much. Like, I've had it happen while I'm recording. Eventually, I do hope to make a blooper reel of my little fuck-ups. Because some of them are, like, really bad, where I'm just like, tongue not working. It's like, I can't do this. You know, I had, like, a really hard time, like, I wanted to get the last video, my werewolf one, I wanted to get it out on Monday, but I was trying to, like, record it on Friday, and so I could start, like, editing it later that night, because then I could have it done by, like, Monday, and I was like, well, as long as I don't fuck it up too much, and I'm like, I kept fucking it up, I couldn't even start, like, the first few seconds of the thing. A little stutter there. I couldn't get the first, like, few sentences. That's what the word is. It's the S word. I couldn't get it no matter how hard I tried, and I tried for 30 minutes, and I was like, okay, I'll come back an hour, and I still couldn't do it, so I was like, I guess I'm doing this tomorrow. And I did it like Sunday, because I ended up being too busy, and I was like, if I work really hard, and then I was like, I forgot I have to add the text. No. So there was no way I was doing it Monday, and I was like, I forget how long adding the text can take, especially along with editing and adding like the puppy sounds and stuff. I was like, oh my god, stress. And I was like, I guess it's coming out Wednesday, because I want to have it out before the live so people can watch it and hopefully like enjoy it, you know, because it happens. But let's see, we're about 2 hours. I'll probably end this soon, because Dad wants to go somewhere today and I can't stay long. I was like, we're going to a flea market. We like our sales. We're sales people. How do I want? Okay, the little pinky. What I can do is kind of transparent, I think. Yeah. Maybe just a lighter color. Let's see how this works. I haven't really tried this. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, it does make it darker. That's good to know. A little more transparent. Because I want to have like the fading look. Okay, so I'm just figuring this out. Fun. Want this stuff darker. Okay, I think I know how it works. So it does one color. Do this. Not too bad. Can you tell me if you declined or accepted my offer? I don't think I'll be doing it because I really do not have the money. I'm sorry. I would like to. Works pretty good. I will not deny that. But maybe somebody who's probably have a little bit more like viewers and stuff might be better. I really don't have the money. I knew that would be like the main thing, because I do got like other payments I need to prioritize more before like really upgrading certain things. Yeah, I can look a little janky. I'm still new. It's normal. But it's good that you're going out and looking. I mean, I understand it. Gotta get that money. Hell, I'm trying to reach reach that eventually. Eventually, I'd like to be like, yes, I would like help because this is hard. Like, I would like one day to be able to be like, hey, can you edit this instead of me editing it? Oh, okay. Maybe. Where did you send that? I don't know. Is it like a text somewhere? I'm very confused. I might have mixed you with somebody else, for all I know. Role is kind of important too. Maybe. Matters. Okay, yeah. I was like, I remembered you, but there's like been a few other people who've asked me if I wanted to do stuff. I mistook you for somebody else, sorry. I'm like, I recognize the name, but I thought you were somebody else. I suck with remembering names for people's. But, what? Here, I can check real quick. Because I know. What was it? Because I did set up like a little Gmail for people. I was planning on sending it to you. I can do it now. Once I remember where it is. I can find it. Because I'm an idiot. Sometimes I'm just a little fool. Let's see, what is it? Here it is. They put it weirdly where. Let's see, can I put it here? Does that work? Yeah. That's where you can send scripts, and I can do them. So all you need me is to pretty much follow the script and record it. Do keep in mind there will be blunders. Kind of like that. Yeah. Because it's like I needed to set that up because I did want to have people to work with, like other ASMR people. I was just like, gotta have some fun with you guys, you know? But yeah, sorry, I mistook you for somebody else who was like asking me, it's like if I want to like end stuff. I barely remember like the picture. I'm like, I don't know who, I forget. But I recognize kind of the picture because I've seen it recently, and I'm like, oh, I did read that comment. And I said I'll have to send out the email address. So there you go. I don't know why it took me forever to find where it is. I'm like, where did I put that email address and stuff? It's like, okay, now how do I find where to, like, what little thing is needed? Again, I am not the biggest technically savvy person. I know just enough technology to get by. The fact that I can actually get live on YouTube is actually a surprise because I did blunder that up for a minute. So, since I kind of understand it more, I might be able to do like another one or two or so little things. Make It's my cutie patootie. I haven't worked on the eyes. It looks like a soulless creature. it's bad. I'm hoping to make it a little emoji. Little cutie. My adorable little fluffkins. I'm just spouting nonsense now. Since I did start this a little later than intended, I'll finish up this. I'll eventually finish this up, and I'm hoping once I get like partnership on Twitch, I can use this as like a little emoji. I'll finish it. I got a few ideas for that. Oh, I know it would be cute. I could add a tongue. Oh, that'd be cute. And if I wanted to, I could probably see if I could copy this and just make like the eyes bigger and do the cutesy like have the head slightly tilted like I could have fun. Because I don't know, I'll probably add, knowing me, I'll add more details. I like details. It's a weirdo. I'll have to see. I don't know if I'll be free enough to do a Twitch stream tomorrow. I'll have to see. It is my mother's birthday, so that's why it was today. I wanted to do this. But currently she's not home. She's busy at work. So. And I don't know when she'll be coming home. Gotta love TDYs. Our family stays pretty busy. Like, if we're not doing something, we're going to find something to do. Welcome to We Don't Really Relax Much. And surprisingly, we have not died from that yet. I'm still surprised. We're a family of extremely hard workers. I know eventually the stress might kill one of us, but we're not there yet. I don't know why we always brag about it. It's not really something to really need to be bragging about. Cutie patooties. Might do a whole nother layer because I can have fun. I think it's with watercolor. I've done this before. I'm an adult. I can some water flow. I'll have to remember to add the scar because I like scars. Can't really add the weird like eye thing. I'll have to see. I'll just make the puppy look blind. Let's see, I go with brown. Let's see, I've kind of that dark. Nah, that's a little too reddish. There, that's closer. Let's see. Of course. Is this supposed to be over? Why aren't you looking? Maybe it needs to be stronger. Okay, I'll try this again. I'll just delete layer. Dry layer. That's new. Because it's supposed to be over this guy. should be able to see it. Maybe it needs to be bigger. Why aren't you working? Well, shit. That explains it. Okay, it's the flow that does it. I don't get why it's not working. It's not working. Technology, not my friend. Why aren't you working? Okay, that's not what I wanted, but okay. Don't know why. Okay, just gonna try it with black, see if it's easier. It showed for a second. I'll have to work on this later, I think. I've stayed on longer fiddling with this thing. So far, that is what I got. A little bigger. Jesus! I found the circle. Why does it show up now? You meanie. That might be why. It's at Jesus levels. I'm sorry, but this is gonna aggravate me now. Maybe less water flow? I don't get it. There's nothing. But I do have to get going. Thank you all for showing up, and I want to thank every 1,000, how many subscribers? I might as well go look at that. How many do I have currently? 1,082 subscribers. Wow, it's jumped up a lot since the last time I looked. I really haven't looked other than like quick glances when I'm like adding videos or looking to add videos. The ears are transplanted. I mean, kinda. I don't remember there being gray. I'm also fine because it's like there's almost like the bisexual. I'm here. I'm still trying to figure out what I am. I think it's demisexual because I really don't feel much attraction to anybody, but I do like the female population better. But at the same time, I'm like, eh. I'm just going with the flow, you know? Just having fun in this messed up, cruel life. But I do have to get going. And thank you all for the 1,082 subscribers. Wow. Next goal, 2,000. Let's go. Fuck. That's, oh my god, I can't believe that. And it's like I've been doing decently well. Because, like, what's my top rated video? I think it is content. Like, I'm doing decently well. I know in the beginning I did too well. Wow. The Doctor one's doing good. Werewolf one's doing pretty good. especially so happy like the first one gotten a lot of views. Well, man, I have grown so much. Like, I don't have that many videos, to be honest. I'm not really having to scroll much. But I have to scroll, which is nice. But I do have to go. So, thank you, everybody. And I hope to do another live video now that I kind of understand how it's done. You know.